Hello and welcome back here to Dragon Age Origins. Now let us continue chatting to Zephyran.
What say you? By all means. What say you? Again? I'm game. What say you? Not everyone, but a handsome man like yourself. Why not? I am sure you are a man who draws many stares from women and other men alike. Does this bother you? But you would prefer I desisted, perhaps. It would be difficult traveling as we do in close proximity, but I am nothing if not a gentleman. Your wish is my command. Now that that is out of the way, shall we move on? With my eyes fastened elsewhere, I assure you.
Oh, sorry Zephyran. Anywho, let us actually, I'm not going to take Morrigan. Let us take on the dragon, shall we? Who should we use to take on the dragon?
Yes.
Yes, I'm actually going to deal with Morrigan's dilemma. I'll take
Yes.
the knights.
Yes.
Yeah. And we should deal with Flemeth.
Sire, I have more news. Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Honora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Honora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Well, looks like Logain's not having a good time of it either, is he? Anyways, let us... I'll attempt it. Shall I just attempt it first time? I'm not going to win if I do it legit, so I'm actually just going to turn down the difficulty. Casual.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say? Which one, I wonder? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time? Oh, there are many, many reasons to kill Flemeth. More than you know. But if I am to guess, I would say Morrigan has discovered something. Something shocking that requires her defense. Yes? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn? choice. There is power in choices, as there is in lies. I shall give you one of each. Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain. We believe what we want to believe. It's all we ever do. I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that? You get to keep her for a time. Shame. What will it be, then? It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps. Come. She will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
Right. This is kind of a mistake, isn't it? Haha.
Right. I love how desperate you are. You're pathetic.
There goes Alistair. Heal up. Sten, keep on up. Give you up, Sten. Will I have enough? Maybe we shouldn't. Oh, snap. I think we just done it. Oh, Sten got the foul hit in. Oof, Sten. Well, there you go. That's Flemeth. Flemeth's key. Right.
Its head must be thicker than mine.
And I'm all out of potions. Yep, there's no way I was going to do that fight legit, and I don't mind dropping the difficulty down just to get through a few of the harder encounters.
It is done.
Right, the grimoire.
Finished. Now what?
Robes of the possessed. Robes of possession.
What do you want?
Right. Goodbye, Flemeth. As we all know, she isn't done for. Right, robes of the possessed. How's Zephyrin? Oh, he's liking to me. Went down a little bit. Robes of the possessed. They're better. than like Morrigan's robes, I think. Yeah, they're better. We'll palace with that a little bit, but like it's just better robes for her. But we can still chat to her, so let's do that right now.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Ah, such a romantic, I see. So, full of questions, are you? Now I have time to find some way to prevent Flemeth from stealing my body in the future, even without her grimoire, for she will be back. One day, I have no doubt of that. And if I cannot protect myself, one day I will track her down again in whatever body she inhabits, and she will die again and again if need be. But there is no need to think of such things now. I have you to thank for saving me, so let us return to the task of dealing with the Darkspawn, no? You should not be so... You have no idea what will happen in days to come to make such promises. Let us go. There is much to be done before... There is still much to be done.
Yes, indeed. Now, we need to go... where do we need to go? We need to go to... Oh, do I still have the grimoire on me, or is it automatically went to... Morrigan, you have it.
Mother's real grimoire, is it? I am glad you were able to find it after all. My thanks for retrieving it. I shall begin studying it immediately and unlock the power that it holds.
Right.
Indeed.
Morrigan, Alistair,
Indeed.
Liliana. Let us go to Orzammar. Over here. Hello, fine folks.
Rough travels out here, eh? We even saw Darkspawn on the way in. Right, Darkspawn. We killed a whole band of them on the way up from Lothering. We're delivering a message to the Chantry in Denerim. You? We saw a blood mage down near the Brazilian forest. We're off to tell the Chantry about him. I thought you said... Wait, you're serious? Hey, no need to get pushy. We were just in it for the experience.
Sure. Adventurers, huh? Well, I'm a Grey Warden. Alright, that's it for this area. Let's just leave. Right, the Frostback Mountains, the dwarves. Let us acquire them. Oh, hello. Who are you?
We might want to...
Right, nice. That's them dealt with. We're still fully kitted out. Yes, I do need the health potions every now and then. Damn mages. Okay.
Most traders aren't allowed into Orzammar, so they just sort of gather near the doors.
Thank the Maker, my brother and his family made it out of Lothering. He said that I hear the Regent is saying that any band that doesn't do what he tells them.
Let's chat to the people.
Bloody dwarves will argue themselves into poverty if they aren't careful.
What can I do for you? This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant. Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzammar's lifeline, even if we're denied a caste. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites.
That's not right. Someone should do something.
Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown. Twice a year, I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it. Best of luck to you.
You're wasting your time.
There are
Only
other places to
dwarves
sell. I don't have to.
Okay, well,
Your daughter came down with the blight.
let's still chat to some of the outside dwarves.
If there's civil war, what will happen to us?
What business would the mighty Grey Wardens have with a man like me? Oh? What was this about? I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Be wary.
I think these guys might attack us. Get him. A lot of death today, isn't there? Hell of a lot of death.
live with no crafts to sell. I'll be ruined.
Can I interest you in something? I've got the finest selection of previously owned armour and weaponry this side of Val Royeaux. Why pay through the nose for new equipment when you can buy it like new for much, much less? Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important. The important thing is, it's cheap. And just as good as what you'd find at a smithy. Oh, of course. And remember, everything's covered by Farron's 24-hour lifetime guarantee.
Right. I don't think it is. I think it's kind of just average. Average armor. Oh, but what's that do? Silverite. Damage versus Darkspawn. Yes. Yes, I'll have that. He doesn't have any of the oh. No. Morgan's robes can go, those can go. Let's just go to the camp. really quickly and who doesn't love me?
How nice.
Sephron.
How nice.
He didn't really care about those.
You and your friends are formidable.
Right. He doesn't have a grand fire rune, does he? Meh. Prefer to have like a fire rune. But what, Max? What are you thinking? Let's get another. Oh, that's Master. Grandmaster slow. Does he have any more Grandmasters? Is it just a slow one? Expert Master. Oh, I'll just take that. Might as well.
Enchantment?
Enchantment, Duncan's sword. Let's have that. Starfang. That. You know what? I might as well just buy it. I might as well just buy that Master rune right now. The frost one does frost damage. Yep. Might as well just do that.
Enchantment?
Add it to the other blade. Enchantment. So Alistair's sword, which is Duncan's sword, is a bit more powerful. And then
yes.
No.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Then Orzammar. Go to the gates, get in. Get the dwarves, and then we only have one more faction to acquire. And that is the men of Ferelden.
King Loghain will not.
Vieta! This land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
None more important than mine.
Your business will wait. Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. No one gets in.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden. You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Right. I'm in.
trust follow, Warden.
Do you think this are miniatures of who's in the city?
For the love of
Love to have
Aragons,
someone
please.
Nope, not going to be helping you out.
That's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Blanca, I'll work.
Oh, these are the paragons. Like the champions.
Do you have any tales of the wilds?
None of the sort you like. No princesses in tall towers or knights throwing themselves at whole armies.
That's not...
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Ah, so it's happy fun times in Orzammar. Very good.
Especially in front of outsiders. I find that sodden fool, I'll have him in the Legion. Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order. Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here. They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate. See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry. Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. Yes, you should.
Yes, I should.
Got it.
Yes. Well, Orzammar looks
Care where
cool.
your eyes linger, Alistair.
Yes, well, don't worry. It's not one.
I see.
I was looking at your nose.
And what is it about my nose that...
What is it about her nose? And the proving, you come here to fight.
The Proving Grounds. Bloodsport entertainment for the masses. At its best.
Oh. The Proving Master.
Good day, stranger. Welcome to the Proving Arena. We're still closed until the fighters make their preparations, but come back this afternoon if you want to watch the show. Oh, I forget you surfacers do things so differently. The Provings are where the best fighters in Orzammar prove their worth and the worth of their houses. Provings can also settle matters of honor. Whoever wins receives Valos Atreidum, the ancestors' blessing. Whoever loses is deemed unworthy. All judgments in the ring are final. Prince Balin called a citywide proving this afternoon to honor King Endrin's memory. All the best fighters in Orzammar will face each other in sight of the ancestors and win honor for their champions. Enjoy our grand city.
Oh, don't worry, I will. I've always rather enjoyed, like, dwarf cities in fantasy. Usually always under a mountain. Most of the time.
You do not truly think I look as your mother does, do you?
Have you really been thinking about that all this time?
I am simply curious.
I'm not insecure in the slightest, I'm sure.
I think I look nothing like her.
I'll do that.
I don't know. Give it a few hundred years and it'll be a spot-on match.
I said that I look nothing like her.
All right, got it.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. Now I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs. I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down. Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Really? Just one? Well, I'll try and find them.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
That's the diamond quarter. Alright, so that's the big higher up officials.
You look like you're not from around here. Oh, wonderful! I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcasts. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Yeah. Right.
The deep roads are home to the Darkspawn now.
There's a nug.
Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
Yeah, because they're empty.
What's this? A human? Did we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Don't let the comm fool you. The Darkspawn are down there, aren't they, Commander?
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except
during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening. Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin. Ugly beasts they are. Walk on two legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size. A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too. Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes. Or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join and swear their only goal is a glorious death. Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesha's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps. Aye, for your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Oh, I'll have good reason. There's a blight. I need to save the world. Let's give this guy his nug.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell. Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Nice.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying? Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad thing. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging. Then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself. Aye, of course we are. Weak surfacers like you touch the raw ore, and you'll bleed from your eyeballs in hours. Weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much, and not every day, and not breathing the dust, and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck. Right. Best in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself.
Okay. Crazy dwarf man. Life giver. Look how much it costs, though. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna leave that one. I'll buy that though, because I have to buy that. Nope, where is it? It's over here, isn't it? Level up. Into strength. Why the hell not? Level 14, I'm level 13, aren't I? Okay, I've hit all the requirements of these. Taunt. Disengage. Perfect striking. Yeah, let's put it into that. I hear it. There it is. Disgusting creature.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
Let's check out the other side after I go to the Temple of Magi. And just do that little quest. I've not really been looking at my quests too much, but I do have quite a bit of them. Still have like companion stuff to do. Blackstone Irregulars. I mean, I'm not really going to be doing every single one of these quests. But I can at least ask the Mages Guild about that dwarf to come in. I actually did intimidate those guys to go, didn't I? Usually if you can't intimidate them, they fight you here, something like that. Circle Tower, it is.
Concentrate, like we practiced. Now, fire!
Darkspawn.
Right.
One hell of a spell. A few of them died. That mage right there died. Oh well. Couldn't be helped. Let's move on. Irvin.
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the Circle is well on its way to recovery. Orzammar, indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never be able to weave the simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries. Fascinating. I suppose the Circle should be flattered. I cannot deny anyone, dwarf or human, the chance to learn. Knowledge should not be withheld from those who seek it. Tell Dagna of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices, when it is appropriate. If only the Circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives. This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you. I wish you well. Know you will always be welcome here.
And straight back to Orzammar. Which wasn't too bad, was it? Level up.
Welcome to Janar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Janar's, we have everything from leather to platinum. Has she been bothering you? It's a whiff of surface stink, and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go. Do you even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the surface, she forfeits her caste. She'll never be able to marry or work in Orzammar again. Dwarves don't do magic. Dagna knows that. It's just a childhood fantasy that dies hard. Please, if you see her, Send her back and let me talk some sense into her. Please, don't encourage Dagna further. Tell her you were wrong and that her place is with her family. For 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face you're not a smith yourself. I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object. Of course, keep in mind we also take items on trade.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. He didn't really have much, did he?
Got it.
Well. Just attack him. Oh yeah, I've got other abilities, haven't I? Uh-oh, let's not actually use that. So I can taunt, I've got disengage as well, but I'm not going to be using them. Right, Dagna.
Hello, how can I... Oh, it's you! And it's been, well, quite a while. Enough time to get to the circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said. Ancestors, bless you! I can't believe it! There hasn't even been a dwarven observer in the circle since Ferelden in the 13th century! I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books? Tuition? Then I should go before my parents come looking for me. If you ever go to the circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
And just like that, she's off.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is...
Nook.
safe, for you know what it is.
Got you another one.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
Right. Purse of interest right here.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone. My name is Vilda, widow of Turak of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way. The deep roads are where Darkspawn come from. They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way... How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself. Warden, so you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers. Please, find me as soon as you return.
Mother's hope, huh? Okay, and that's the tavern. Commoners.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here.
Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for. Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not. Just as many say Harrowmont, neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade. Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change. Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against Darkspawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to you. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Thanks. Ooh. Dust Town. What on earth is Dust Town? Another nug. Give me it. And you, brother.
Something on your mind?
No, not Alistair. Brother.
Maker's blessing on you, brother. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers. The Shapered controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting. The Shaper of Memories controls the Shapered, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce. The Shaperette is in the prime tier of the city, near the royal estate. Does this mean you will help me then? I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Chant in the deeps. Now let's get into the tavern.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you? So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperette. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view. The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the Assembly there, the Palace, the Shaperette, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castlists build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving. A Grey Warden is always welcome in Tapsters.
Why, thank you.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew? Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. Yourself? Figured as much. Good folks, Wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dunka, something like that. I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines. I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs. Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live. Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones. Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost tigers. Looking for signs of Branka, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after. Branka was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the deep roads more than 2 years ago. No chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
Okay, well that's a lot more information than I was expecting.
They're everywhere! What? Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends! This thing's older than Darkspawn. And once you're in the story, they find you. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass! Take them! I want out! I won't disappear chasing a lie! I won't!
Okay.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to
Who's this dude?
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden? Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary. Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality. Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the Assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill. As you wish.
Damn castes. Let's go to Dust Town. Oh, it's the lowest of the low. But of course it would be.
There's a ritual coming. We'll get plenty for that. Let them out of it.
Right, fug.
Relax so you can get off my back. Gonna get you a ladder so you can get off my back.
Oh.
'Tis your time to
it's his time to die. Sucks to be them. Hey, they attacked us first.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform. Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground. Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Okay then. You know what? I think I'll continue on next time. So if you have been enjoying, please do like and subscribe to the channel, as always, and I'll be back with more Dragon Age Origins in the next one. So until then, bye!